I am going to tell you something that no one else will. You're not failing because you're lazy. You're not stuck because you lack willpower. You're failing because you're trying to do the impossible in one shot. For years, I was trapped in a nightmare loop of starting and stopping. My health goals were a complete disaster. The gym membership was basically a monthly donation. I tried these insane diets, only to find myself surrounded by pizza boxes a week later. I stopped blaming my willpower and built an unbeatable system. Instead of a huge goal like get fit, I made it so easy it was impossible to say no. My first fitness goal was just to put on my workout clothes. That's it. You have to make your good habits the easiest possible choice and your bad habits the hardest. I started laying out my workout clothes, so I'd practically trip over them in the morning. I moved junk food to a top shelf I could barely reach and put a giant fruit bowl right at eye level. Maybe it's 1 minute of meditation right after your coffee or reading one page of a book right before bed. I want to see hundreds of you in the comments telling me what your new habit is. Let me know. For work, I created a distraction-free zone, far away from the TV. I even started putting my phone in another room to focus. It took me from feeling completely stuck and powerless to feeling like I was in the driver's seat. It all starts with one single, ridiculously small step. So stop waiting for a burst of motivation that is never going to come and start building your system today. You already have everything you need to begin. I used a simple calendar and put a giant X on every single day I completed my tiny habit. If this helped you, destroy that like button and subscribe for more ways to build a life you actually love. The point was never to have a perfect, unbroken chain, but to build a massive wall of proof that you are showing up. And you have to be patient. It can take anywhere from 18 to 250 for days for a new habit to become truly automatic. The most important rule in this entire system is to never miss twice. If you mess up and miss a day and you will, who cares? Just get right back on track the next day. No guilt, no drama. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being unstoppable. When you remove all the difficulty from your good habits and add it to your bad ones, you will automatically go down the right path. Instead of reading a book a week, my goal became one single page a day. This is like a real-life combo move. You glue a new habit you want to an old one you already do on autopilot. For example, right after I brushed my teeth, boom, I would immediately do 2 minutes of stretching. After pouring my morning coffee, boom, I'd write down my top 3 priorities for the day. You're literally hijacking your brain's own programming to install new habits automatically. These tiny actions seem like nothing at first, but they build your foundation. More importantly, they give you that feeling of a win, and that win is the fuel you need to keep going. Motivation disappears, but a bulletproof system? It carries you even when you feel like doing nothing. I discovered success isn't about one giant, heroic moment. It's about hundreds of tiny, almost boringly simple actions. This is the exact 4-part system I used to destroy that cycle and build habits that are impossible to break. It was exhausting. I felt like I was constantly letting myself down and my confidence was completely shattered. I was stuck and had no clue how to escape. The worst part was seeing this massive gap between the person I wanted to be and the person I actually was every single day. That feeling is what finally forced me to find a better way. I'd buy the gym membership, the healthy food, the fancy planner. And just weeks later, I was back at square one, feeling like a total loser. My productivity was a joke, my fitness was non-existent, and my well-being felt a million miles away. I was 100% convinced I was the problem, but the problem wasn't me. And I'm telling you, it's not you either. The problem is your strategy. Section 1. The personal struggles. This failure virus infected every part of my life. At my job, I'd put off monster projects until the last second, creating maximum stress for mediocre results. Section 2. The solution, a system, not willpower. Then, I found the ultimate life hack. First, I started stupidly small. Section 3. Redesigning for success. Next, I rigged the game so I couldn't lose. I redesigned my entire environment to force success. Third, and this is an insane power-up, I discovered habit stacking. Okay, I have a challenge for you. What is the one tiny habit you're going to stack onto your routine right now? Section 4, progress over perfection. And finally, the fourth part of the system, track your wins and forget about being perfect. There is nothing more motivating than seeing your progress. This system changed absolutely everything for me. It's not a magic trick, it's a real-world blueprint for winning at life. Thanks for watching.